Hi folks, and welcome back to another episode of this English Malarkey. Today we've got something special for you. We've got an American with us. Come on Molly, come to the shot.
Hello.
So this is Molly. Do you want to introduce yourself a bit more to us?
Sure, my name is Molly. I'm from Alaska, which is in America.
It is, it's in America.
Not everyone knows that.
So maybe you can guess that today we've got an American theme, okay? So, what's the question for people today, Molly?
What are the differences between British English and American English?
Very nice. And so then, without any further ado,
Let's get to it.
okay, do you know any differences between American English and British English?
Yeah, colour. That's a good one, isn't it?
What's the difference?
O-U-R and just O-R.
That's right.
And then there's, I'm not sure if the spelling's different, but there's they sort of say controversy and we say controversy or advertisement and advertisement, you know, that kind of thing.
That's right, so the stress is on a different part of the word.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you know the differences between British English and American English, or any differences?
I don't think so. I know there's a few odd words that are probably different, like trousers and pants.
Okay.
But other than that, no, I don't.
What differences do you know between American English and British English?
I know about crisps and chips. I know about that's about it, dude, man. I don't know nothing about America, man.
So what do we call them?
We call them chips and that. Yeah,
Do we? We call them chips?
No, we call them crisps. They call them chips.
That's
Like, so that's literally all I know about America, dude, man. I haven't got any other thing to say about them. That's
Fair
fine,
enough.
dude.
Do you have more slang words in the way of, how can I put it, we've got sort of the shortened sentences?
Okay, so like ain't instead of isn't? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have proper English in the way it isn't old-fashioned English, I'd say.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So do you guys know any differences between British English and American English at all?
Do you, Sandy?
Spelling,
Okay. Any examples?
colour,
How do we spell it?
C-O-L-O-U-R. America spell it C-O-L-O-R.
You spell it wrong.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Molly?
Well, I think we spelled it correctly.
Okay. Bit contentious then, okay. Yeah.
And then like we call it a fuel station, a petrol station,
Yeah.
and they call it a gas station.
Yep.
That's right.
That's wrong.
Yeah. It's very different, yeah.
Yeah. Would you be able to tell me what the differences between American English and British English are? Or the differences you know?
Me personally, like, whenever I think about it, there's not much differences,
Okay.
bar like certain spellings and certain like phonetic differences.
So like how we pronounce words?
Yeah, how we pronounce words
Okay.
and like some things like organisation and things like that. But other than that, not really.
There's some difference in spellings.
Okay. Can you tell us a few?
Centre.
Okay.
The word centre.
How do we do the word centre?
C-E-N-T-E-R or C-E-N-T-R-E.
That's right. The latter one is what we do here. They change it in the United States, don't they?
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
The words can be a little bit different, spelling is different, phrases and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know any examples at all?
Howdy y'all.
Howdy y'all, yeah. And what does that mean for people that are learning English?
Yeah, how you doing?
How you doing?
Kind of.
Do we have any more differences that you guys can think of?
Yeah, an elevator, and we call it a lift.
That's right.
And we call it a pavement. You call it a sidewalk.
Yep. You're coming up with good ones.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of American TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know any different words that we use? Like any things that we call we call things that are different?
Like nappies, dipes.
Yep. Diapers, yep.
I'm just trying to think of the films.
Okay, so do you know what a zucchini is?
Yeah, isn't that like an aubergine?
Well, that's an eggplant.
Okay.
That is another difference, but that's an eggplant.
No, I don't.
So a zucchini is a courgette.
Okay, I suppose.
Okay.
So we have jam. Do you know what they call that?
Is it gelatin?
Nearly jelly, I think.
Jelly, is it?
Yeah.
Jelly or gelatin. I've got an American friend who calls it gelatin. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well that's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what cilantro is?
Sorry?
Cilantro.
No, I never heard of that, to be honest.
So Americans use that, and I think it's coriander.
Yeah.
So a bit of a difference there.
An American kid says, could I use the
I was gonna say bathroom.
bathroom's one of them. And then there's another that's a bit more proper, more formal that we'll say in like a restaurant or a hotel or a store.
Restroom.
Yes, restroom.
What would you call the herb
Yeah.
Wait, I just told them the answer. It's a herb. Anyway, cilantro. What do we call that?
I have no idea.
herb.
Do you know?
So yeah, big clue. It's a herb.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it, Molly?
It's coriander.
Yep. So that got me. That really stumped me. The one that I really got confused with a few months ago was cilantro.
No, I don't know what that is.
So cilantro is coriander.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've noticed a lot of vegetable and herb differences in names, like aubergine and coriander.
What was
and
that you said?
Aubergine?
No, you said herb.
Oh, sorry, herbs. We say herbs. You guys say herbs.
Herbs, yeah.
Yeah.
With a H.
So there's another obvious difference as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
Oh, what about a flat?
A flat is apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, we call it an apartment. What about a mobile or mobile?
Mobile.
Like what I'm holding.
Mobile, you call it cell phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you think of any words that we use that are completely different?
There's one that really gets me, and I remember I had a conversation with someone when I was streaming the one time. It's aluminium and aluminum.
Aluminum, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think we say it easier though. Like aluminum sounds easier than what'd you say?
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Aluminium. Yum. I
Like-
can't even say that.
Do you know what zucchini is?
Yeah, it's a courgette.
Okay, there you go. So that's the American version.
Okay, and it's
brilliant.
Italian actually, but
Oh right. No, it's both, isn't it?
I gotta go.
No, thanks very much for your help.
Right,
Cheers.
bye.
Do you know where they park their cars? So we call it a car park.
A lot, is it?
Yeah,
A
that's
lot.
it. A parking lot.
Parking lot, yeah.
Exactly.
And sidewalks, pavements.
That's right. So you know some more.
Sidewalk pavements, yeah.
Perfect.
Do you know what we call a car park?
No.
We call it a parking lot.
Parking lot. I was going to say shopping centre and mall.
Oh, yep.
Is
another
that one?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it sweets? I'm trying to think what you call it. Candy. You call it candy, don't you?
Yeah. Do you guys not use the word candy? What do we call a cinema?
Pictures. Do you?
We call it a movie theater.
Oh, okay.
I feel like pictures is
I was
something
gonna say
we used to
pictures,
say,
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
like in Britain, because it was moving pictures. My grandma still says pictures.
Right, okay, sorry.
I know they call us limeys.
Limeys.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, didn't you know that?
No,
They
so
call
I'm
them.
learning.
No, that's an old English one, but they used to call us limeys
Okay.
because the sailors, British sailors, used to have to eat limes just to stop them getting scurvy.
So you know what's in the front or the back of your house you call a garden?
Yeah.
What do we call it?
Yard.
We do call it a yard.
Ask him the one about the herb.
Oh. So, do you know what coriander? No, I just gave it away.
Coriander.
Well, what do we call coriander?
Coriander.
Well, what do we call it? We call it something different.
Not a clue.
We call it cilantro.
And see, cilantro.
Why?
I don't know.
We chips. You call them fries.
Yep.
Thinking now.
Well, what do we call chips? Because we do use that word, but just not for what you're talking about.
Crisps.
Yep.
Yeah. So we call crisps what we have in a bag. Yeah.
But we call those chips.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chips.
Thank you so
That's
much.
brilliant. Thank you very much.
Do you know what we call an aubergine? Do you know what we call an aubergine? Yeah. We call it an eggplant.
I have heard the word. I didn't know. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
the word eggplant, but I didn't
Yeah.
know it.
All right. Well, we've kept you for long enough, I think.
No,
Thank you very much.
That's fine. It's very interesting.
Do you know what a zucchini is?
That's a cucumber.
No, we
No.
call that a cucumber.
Almost. On the right lines.
You're really close. It's a vegetable that looks very close to cucumbers. It's very similar to a cucumber. I honestly can't tell a cucumber and zucchini apart.
Oh, pickle.
A pickle
So
is
close.
a pickled cucumber.
Oh my days. I'm trying to think of it now. I actually can't remember.
I'm blanking on what you guys call it.
You can't remember what
I'm
it's
trying
called
to
either.
remember what it's called.
Courgette.
Courgette, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I get it now. Yeah.
How about aubergine?
Oh, eggplant.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
This one.
Yeah, but like English is named after England.
That's got to be the line of the day.
And America, like, yeah, you need to speak English. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, I mean, Mexicans speak Spanish, and that's from Spain.
Hablas español.
Yo hablo un poco de español.
Muy bien. But yeah, this is this English Malarkey.
Oh,
so-
sorry. Okay.
No, it's all good. We like to see languages being taught. Brilliant. Thank
Right,
you very much for your
thanks.
time, folks.
Bye.
Cheers. Thank you.
What about a lift?
Is in elevator.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about a nappy?
Diaper.
The thing that I find interesting is I thought that I knew all British terminology and lingo because I watch BBC and Harry Potter and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then when I got here, I realized that there's a ridiculous amount of terminology I didn't know.
You didn't actually know yourself.
So yeah, I didn't know almost any of it.
Okay. Is there any examples of English words?
So yes,
Okay.
I did not know courgettes or coriander.
Yeah.
You guys call dish soap washing up liquid, which I found that interesting. We call it dish soap. I didn't know about petrol. We call it gasoline. I had no idea what squash was. We don't even have that in America.
Oh yeah, you call it juice.
No, we don't. What you guys have called that you call squash, it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
We have juice, but we don't have what you guys
I
call
offered her a
squash.
squash and she thought I meant the big
Like a
vegetable.
butternut
I was
squash.
like, how does tea and squash?
So you wouldn't even
or-
call
or-
it cordial? So you just
No, we just juice. Just
okay.
juice. We don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
there's a ton of differences.
Well,
but
thank you very much.
yeah.
No
for your
worries,
time.
no, thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, also, most Americans, not me, but
Yeah.
most Americans pronounce the word aunt, they pronounce it aunt.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't pronounce it that way, though, because my mother's from New England, and New Englanders pronounce it aunt.
Yeah. Each their own, I guess.
Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned something about American and British English.
Okay, like, comment, and subscribe if you really enjoyed this episode. And remember,
You've got this English Malarkey.